Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another stream. Today I'm continuing in Vintage Story. Last stream we got iron and started smelting it. We also set up a bee farm, and today we're going to be checking on the bee farm and continuing with working with iron. Right there. Let's check the skeps. Empty, empty, populated. No flowers. Okay, so these do not count as flowers. Maybe these? That They're listed as flowers, and why does it say 0 nearby flowers? Hmm. Okay. So, what I think it's saying is like all of these are hindering the amount of flowers available for it? No. What happens if I break it? Um. Oh, okay. It needs to be in one of those because it's a populated skep. That just means I could relocate all of these bees to my house. Ooh, okay. I just need to empty my inventory, and then I can come back here, grab all the bees, and move them over to the house. Waking up very early, so gotta pull out my torch. And grab a serving of food. Start by going in the backyard and... iron! How hot? 215. Ooh. I could start loading up the next batch of iron. Even though I won't be able to grow it. Well, not... I don't... even though I won't be able to smelt it. That is a really slip up of words. And then like this, and that's another chimney. And I'll actually grab from there. It's a shame that I can only smelt 120 at a time, because otherwise I'd smelt a whole lot of it at once. There we go. And then... and then... and... more iron smelting. And then I should just be able to then take a hammer to it. Okay, it's too cold. Good to know. Can only work one at a time. So, that'll be a plan for the nearby future. How's this looking? It's rot. And that is going to start up my first batch of compost. Simply because I have 64 rot already stored in a barrel. And seal. First batch of rot sealed. And now it's just got to be sealed for 30 in-game days, and then I'll have some fertilizer for plants. I could put iron in there because there's a little bit of a unfilled stack. And sunrise. Now to grab stuff from here. I was firing bricks. Okay, so I'm not even gonna worry about just doing a full 6 in both because I don't need to. And I gotta remember I got scythes for cutting grass. Grab this one because it's still got durability damage on it. And just need to collect some dry grass. You know what? I'm gonna leave the scythe here for the future. And just place the extra one down there. And now, do I have any sticks? I need sticks desperately. Okay. Well, since it's bright enough, I can de-equip the torch. And I may as well do this since I need to do it either way. Okay. 5 slots. And I can take off one of the hand baskets and just place it down there for now. Do I have enough flax fiber to make a... Oh, wow. I have 3 flax twine. Just another 8 flax fibers, and that's another one of the flax bags. But now, I'm gonna go out, grab the skeps, and collect sticks along the way. Taking 2 steps in what I need to do at once. Well, not taking 2 steps at once, but I'm working on getting the bee farm and collecting sticks for making more bricks. Okay, check the map, and it's right over this way. And we're here. Grab the populated skep and the empty skeps. And now I can run all the way back with the skeps. And the house roof is still got a lot of work left in it. And then grab a torch. And light. And there we go. More bricks cooking. Now to grab a new serving of food. And to place the skeps. I'm gonna run all the way here. And this is just temporary placements, not permanent. And just slap them down like this. And now flowers. And hopefully, after some time, I'll have something to harvest. I don't exactly know how to harvest, but when there's something to harvest, I'll figure it out. Oh, I can right-click to pick them up. Well, now I know that. How's the iron looking? It's done. And still hot, so I might be able to get some work done with it. Let's slap it down and see what we can do. Okay. Whoops. And just finish it off. There we go. That's one ingot. On to the next. Whoops. And it's too cold to work. Oh well. I got one done. And I know that actually smelting them saves a whole lot of space compared to just leaving them unsmelted. And there's really no downside to making two bloomeries at once. Besides the fact that it's going to double the amount of resources it costs, it's also going to double the production and speed. So I'm able to grab 2 stacks instead of only 1 stack, and I still got plenty of charcoal. Just load up the bloomeries. And then light. And now to check on the porridge. It's done. And it's already perished due to the red currants already perishing. Well, just gonna keep going. And I can put the charcoal back. And I don't need the saw right now. And I think I should be able to work the iron with the coal. So that way I don't have to use my charcoal. And I'm just gonna place the torch for now so I can see whilst this is heating. I do have the bronze hammer if my copper hammer breaks. And that should be hot enough. And now to work on it. And whilst working on it, I'll start heating up a different one. And then up. Need to bring a lot of iron into it. That should be enough. 1 to the left, and then 3 to the right. And then up. Whoops. Oh, wow, I'm really messing up. And now, split. That's an ingot. And the bloom's still heating up. And then once this one's done heating up, I'll start on another. It should be warm enough. And now, start with breaking all the rock off. And then moving the iron. Now just move the iron out. And now move it up. Just gonna split now. What? Something... What is this doing out here? Oh, it's too cold. Well, whilst that's reheating, I can start working on this one. And that should be heated up enough to finish up. Add some more coal, and start on the next one. There we go. And start this one. And just working with iron. And now to shape the ingot. Only one needs to go to the left, one more needs to go up, and then to the right. And then split. Okay. And then this up. And there we go. That's another ingot done. On to the next. Start by removing all the rock. Rotate. And now move the iron. And I did not mean to do that. And finish off with splitting off the last bit. Oops. There we go. And now to start on the next one. Rotate. And now shape. Oops. There we go. And now I just need 4 more bits of iron. Did not mean to move that one up. And finish off by splitting off this little bit. There we go. And next one. And now to get enough iron on it to actually work it, and I accidentally chipped a bit off. And that's fixed. And then I need another 3. And then move that out of the way so I can get the last bit of iron I need and shape it. And there we go. And then chip off the last bit. Whoops. There we go. Next one. And just keep repeating. As this is the process of starting with iron making. Once I get a Helve Hammer, I won't need to do all of this. Or at least I think I won't need to do all of this. And then shape. And next layer. I need 3 there. And then 3 more. And start by shifting to the left. And then to the right. And finish it off with a split. Here we go. And next one. One more coal so I can finish it off. And just keep working metal. And keep shaping. Ouch. And now to finish this. And now to split off the last bit. And next up, this one's a bit cold, so gotta work fast. Okay, I need 4 in the top row. And that's 4 in the top row, and then I need 3 in the middle row. And then, surprisingly, I need the rest in the bottom row. This ingot has just enough ingot to it to be an ingot. Come on. And I got it done fast enough. And now the last one smelting. Smash off all the iron. Well, not all the iron, all the rock. Because I kind of want to keep the iron. And now shape the ingot. You need 3 in the top row, 3 in the middle row. Oh. And then 3 in the bottom row. Okay, I must have missed one somewhere. And then finish off with chipping off the end. And now the last ingot. If I can get it done fast enough, I'll also be able to use this ingot to make... Oh, hammer broke. If I can get it done fast enough, I'll also be able to use this ingot to make something. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to heat it up a little bit more. And in the process, grab food. Oh, wow, it's dark. I'm really glad I had my torch placed instead of just holding it in my inventory, because I wouldn't be smelting right now. And that's the last bit of heat that I'm going to be getting. So gotta work with this one fast. Okay. Need 2 more in the top row. And then I need 3 in the middle. And then I need just a little bit more in the bottom row. Okay, now to shift it all in the right direction. And then the left. And then chip off the last. And then start with a pickaxe. And then to the left. And chip. And now not only have I smelted all my iron, well, forged all my iron, I've also made my first iron pickaxe head. Progression has been made. I left the door open. Grab my torch, and now to sleep. I sleep. And I have quite a bit of iron already. So, odds are, I'll be able to make a Helve Hammer pretty quickly. Which would make the rest of the blooms easy to work with. Speaking about that, next batch of blooms are ready. Not quite ready to work with, but they're ready. And just need to keep trying to go through all the berries, the forage that I made. Do I have enough for double? Yes, I do. Okay. So, grab the charcoal, grab iron, and start smelting more. As, if I'm correct, I can only make the iron blooms from it. And just deposit. And then next up, I'm going to not need any more iron for a while. But I am starting to run out of charcoal. So that's something to keep an eye on. The amount of charcoal I have left. But I do have 11 whole iron ingots. Do I have... Yes, I do. So, taking a hammer to this actually will save some space. Thus, I can put the iron in there, leaving no more iron in any of the other chests. It's just the coal and iron blooms that I have to worry about now. I could just load up the coal into the forge here. And do a quick little bit of reorganization. I have so much clear and normal quartz. The clear quartz I could smelt into glass or just straight up craft plain quartz glass. And with the normal glass, I can smelt it with normal quartz. So clear quartz is used to just straight up craft the lanterns, which I need beeswax, which I get from beehives. I hope that the skeps can give me beeswax. Okay, populated skep. Populated skep. Populated skep. Okay, they're all populated. How does harvesting a skep work? I can't. Okay, honeycomb. This beekeeping. In order to attain wax and honey, you need to build skeps into which wild bees like to swarm. Be sure to place some flowers around. Control scroll wheel. Place skep back down. Bees will visit. When your skep colony is mature. Okay. A richly populated skep can also in turn swarm to start a new bee colony in nearby. Okay, so what's this? Oh. So I just need to wait then. Okay. I'm just gonna ignore all those drifters as I start smithing. Got a lot of iron blooms to work through. I took some damage there. Oh, my hammer's on me. Okay. I was wondering where it went. I don't need all the firewood on me right now because I'm not doing fire pit. So I could just throw it all in there. And I'm gonna just work with iron. Then the iron working process is pretty simple as far as I'm aware. Oh, I need to grab tongs so I can actually hold said iron. So I'm not just burning my hands. And grab the bloom and start heating up the next one. And just starting with cutting off all the stone. And now to get all the iron where it needs to be. I need one more on the bottom row. Whoops. And now to locate the iron where it needs to go. And now to split off the excess. And, just so I have it, an iron hammer. Not exactly sure if I need it, but I feel like it would be nice to have, so I'm gonna make it. Man, those drifters are causing a ruckus. One ingot is just enough. Oh, never mind, it's a little bit extra. Got scared? Scared by what? I'm not exactly sure. All the groaning coming from my game because of all the drifters around me, or did you get attacked by getting food and then a wolf? Ah, yeah. That that can happen. I'm assuming you probably ended up dying to the wolf because that tends to happen to me whenever I get jump scared by a wolf or a bear. Uh, I'm currently inside of my house, so all you're gonna hear is the groans of the drifters. And just the most common place that wolves appear is in forests, as most people would expect. I'm not exactly sure, though. But I wouldn't exactly focus on trying to fight things right now. I'd more focus on trying to get tools, since being able to get tools would start allowing you to actually survive against wolves if you're stuck in a forest, and also allow you to expand your inventory so you can actually carry stuff. As off start, you don't exactly have any inventory. And just to finish. Ah, you were near water. Okay. So you survived the wolf attack through water. That's usually how I tend to survive attacks from other things, such as bears. And I don't exactly know why, but the wolves, for whatever reason, don't really seem to attack me. Holy cow, this is a very expensive recipe. Well, thankfully, I got lots of iron. Nice. 2 basic baskets, it's an extra 6 slots. So, that's a good start. And I'm just working with my iron. And the best way that I avoid wolves is I dive underwater because the AI tends to try and stay on the surface as it tries not to drown. I wonder if I could just straight up add a bloom to a working project, because if I can, then that would actually save a lot of time. And just also, if you ever encounter a bear, the bears actually try to avoid water entirely when chasing something. So, the best way to avoid bears is literally jumping around small ponds or jumping into a lake, as their AI literally focuses on staying out of water as much as possible. But if you are standing on the bottom of the lake, they will chase you. I do not know why, but that's how it's happened with me. And just, I'm gonna keep working with iron. Heavy hits. And just making, hopefully, a coke oven door by the end of this. Nice. I'm guessing you made a reed fiber chest, as that's the first one you're going to be getting, as making a wooden chest is rather expensive. All good. We all have those moments where we say something and it doesn't exactly come out in chat the way we want to, such as when you're saying a long word like onomatopoeia and it comes out onomatopoeia. And now I'm going to see if I can just add a... No, I can't, so I'm going to have to work it separately. And just continuing with working iron. And this is a process. I could automate the process of making... I almost forgot to start the next bloom. Okay, it's going to be a bit cold when I start working with it, but... Oh well. I forgot, so gotta deal with it. And just working with iron. It's probably going to be a while before you reach iron, but honestly, getting copper is a big enough advancement as starting the game, because it can take a while to get copper if you're unlucky. So just focus on surviving your first day, and then once you have a house built out of blocks and a door, and you have a bed, then you can start focusing on setting up a farm for food, as you don't exactly need to specifically irrigate the land with water tiles unless you really want to have just a self-watered farm that goes up to 75%. And I'm just going in depth here with farming, but basically, farming will supply you with all the food you need once it starts working. But it can take a while for your first crop to grow. But once you get farming set up, it's a whole thing. Yep, that's basically how I started too. build a house and then have a hay door. Because it really just, well, not a hay door, but build a house and have a door, and the door is made out of the crude stick door, but it still keeps the drifters out. So that's all that really matters. And this is a really expensive item. I was expecting this to be 3 ingots, not 5. But it's gonna be worth it, as this will allow me to improve my smelting efficiency from having a maximum temperature of 1300 without sealed to a maximum temperature of, I believe, 1600. But it's a whole process that I've had to go through to just get here. But with enough time, basically, you could do anything. There's also items that you can make that will save you from the temporal storms. Not like save, but like protect it from occurring in certain areas. But those are like stuff that I don't even know how to get yet. So if you really wanted to go for it, you could search it up in the handbook and search where you get everything, but I'm more focused on doing this right now, so basically it's just all about your playstyle, however you want to play. And I'm just forging iron. And also, this game is multiplayer, so if you have people you want to play it with, then you could certainly play it with them. And you could each basically choose your own role to play in a group as well, such as one person prioritizing farming and mining, and the other person prioritizing building and smelting and stuff. And basically, if you manage to somehow get enough people, you could literally create your own in-game community and start a village. And basically, oh, I didn't even realize I threw it on the anvil. Well, just gonna start working, but basically, this game is multiplayer, and there's certainly a lot of ways you could do multiplayer. You could all work together, you could even work against each other, but this game literally just has the freedom of playstyle. Yeah, some people don't exactly like the same games as others, and this game, it certainly is fun for me, and it's basically the best way I could describe it is like Minecraft, but more steps, and I think I already said that, I'm not sure. But it's also a lot more of a chill game, and definitely not like other games that some people like, because it's not a first person shooter, there's no gore in it at all, so it's just a pretty chill game. And that's kind of why I like it. Just a chill game that you can play and relax with, and I am spending a lot of time forging. But the end result will so be worth it. Okay, too cold to work, so gotta heat it up. Oh, gotta make sure I'm eating. Almost started starving there. And there we go. Oh wait, I'm gonna need, yeah, I need to grab more. And just keep working, because I still got some blooms left to work with. And just keep working with it. Rotate. And that looks like all the stone, so I honestly really just want to kill all those drifters, but I'm working on making something right now. And I accidentally sent some iron off. Gotta fix that. I don't stream every day, but I stream Tuesdays through Fridays. I stream 5 to 7 on Tuesdays through Fridays, and as of right now, it's almost 7 o'clock for me, but I might be going a little bit over just because I want to get this iron smelting done, as this is a really big step, but I do not stream Vintage Story every day. I stream Terraria on Tuesdays, Vintage Story Thursdays, Fridays I do Minecraft, and then Wednesdays I just pick a random game from my Steam library to stream, as basically it helps me find new games to stream and to find games that I like to play, and I'm always open to suggestions for games I should get, and just basically I'm open to suggestions on new games to try. And I keep misclicking. And now just keep forging. And getting pretty close to being done with this. Looks like I'm getting really close to being done with it. Just finish up and oops. Need to keep going. And this part down here. And now I just need to chip off every last extra bit. I honestly wish there's a way you could salvage all the iron bits that you waste, because then if you accidentally use too much iron, then you'd be able to take off basically almost an entire ingot and save it to be used elsewhere. But unfortunately, it's not exactly a game mechanic. Um, I feel like what may have happened with them is something that tends to happen with a lot of people, where instead of actually playing the game and having fun, they rush through all the bosses, and thus end up having no fun. As the game is not just a boss rush game, it's a sandbox, and you're supposed to spend time building, not just killing bosses. I tried to do that with my first playthrough on stream, but I ended up rushing through pre-hard mode, so now I'm in hard mode on stream, and I still have yet to kill a single mechanical boss, but it's not exactly a bad thing because it's given me the time I need to build, and only killing the first boss just honestly, I feel like maybe Terraria just isn't a type of game for them, because if they're saying that there's nothing for them to do after just killing the first boss, then honestly, they just really don't play sandboxes probably. But basically, Terraria, Vintage Story, Minecraft, all sandboxes, and I still find them fun because I like to try out new things and like to learn how to improve how I'm building. Just being able to express myself with what I'm doing rather than just playing a game to play a game. Yeah. I never touched those games, and I never plan to touch those games because they're just far too aggressive for me. But it honestly makes a lot of sense that they don't like games like Minecraft and Terraria and this game, simply because there is no guns until later in the game for Terraria, but Terraria doesn't have any PvP for actual active gameplay unless you're choosing to play PvP with friends. And I let my forge burn out. Oh well. Just gonna keep forging and just gotta make the Helve Hammer. I think this should be the rest of the iron I need as well. If they like Minecraft, then I'm assuming that they like to play on servers like Hypixel and do the PvP aspects of Minecraft, as that's honestly the closest I could get with Minecraft to Call of Duty and Fortnite, but just like Bed Wars and stuff where just you spend a lot of time fighting. And I tried doing Bed Wars on Java Edition and just not my kind of thing. I'm not a PvP person. I'm more of a PvE or just a relaxing game like this. But yeah, I like to play games that are relaxing and not stressful, as just it's a way to help me relax. And just smithing like this is honestly relaxing to me, as just chipping away at all the bits that don't go in the iron and then shaping the iron to what I need it to be. And honestly, what I feel is the most stressful part about this game is when you start mining and you start having to fight the stronger enemies in the caves. As until then, it's all just relaxing on the surface, farming, building, and collecting resources. This making this game rather relaxing, but still fun to play. And just gotta finish up shaping this ingot, and then I'm gonna stop forging iron for a little bit and go and kill those drifters. And now chip off the edge and fix it because I accidentally chipped off a little bit that I needed. And I have a Helve Hammerhead, a normal Hammerhead, and an oven door. All pretty useful. Oh, I still got daytime left to do. That's good. So I'll just slap this down there. And now... Oh, I forgot I need a spear. Well, oh. I need to make a spearhead. And actually, I'm not going to make a spearhead, but I'm going to make basically the swords of this game, which is a falx, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. And it just allows me to do a little bit of extra damage to the drifters and kill them a little bit faster, thus allowing me to save time. And just move all the iron to where it needs to go. And keep moving it. Just a little bit more. And getting pretty close to being done. Okay, I only need to keep moving 5. And just down to 3 left to move. And 1 last bit to move. And then chip off the rest. And there we go. That's the last of the ironworking I'm going to be doing for now. So I can leave my hammer and tongs here. and then I can just put everything in the chest. All the brown coal. Now I need to go and grab some sticks, which chopping trees doesn't actually yield as many sticks as just going and breaking the leaves. it's an active in-game mechanic to where if you want sticks, you actually have to go for sticks, and if you want wood, you just gotta chop trees. Ooh, parsnips ready to harvest. Now I can grow some more parsnips in my farm. And this looks ready to harvest. Yep. And there's still growing carrots. And break leaves, get some sticks. And now I need to cool off all the iron that I have because it's far too hot to use as an actual thing. So throw it in the water to cool. And the hammerhead is cooled. And pick it up. And there we go. Start with making my sword. Basically a sword. Not actually... I can never really pronounce the actual name of it effectively. But now I can go and kill all the drifters around my house if they're still there. As I don't know if they despawned when I chose to run off to collect sticks. If they did, then that means I'll just... Okay, they despawned, so I can now take the time to start up the next batch of iron. And head down here, and throw the food in here. Anything gonna go bad soon? The black currants. Just gonna eat them, because they're going bad either way. And I don't exactly need any more rot right now, as I already have the rot that I need sealed in a barrel to make fertilizer, as that's a whole step and process that I've gone through. And I need to grab iron and charcoal. I am really low on charcoal, so once I start up the iron, gotta start up the charcoal as well, which is where a new step in progression for you would be, as charcoal is basically the first type of coal you're going to be getting and the most common type of coal you're going to be using until you find actual coal in the ground. You set your spawn point by using an item you get from drifters, and it's a temporal gear, I believe. But I'll just search it up in the... Yeah, the temporal gear. Can be shattered to create a returning point, and can be used with a knife to restore temporal stability. So, the way you'd set your spawn point is you get the temporal gear, and then you'd hold right-click with it in your hand, and then your spawn point would be set there until you die a set amount of times, based upon how you set your world settings to. I myself still have not gotten a temporal gear, so every time I die, since my house is here, I respawn all the way over here. Thus, I have to take a long walk back over here. So, I'm honestly quite glad that I haven't died today. This is the first stream in a while where I have not died. And I never started the shingles. Guess I'll start them now. As... just need them for making the roof. And something I feel like I should say is your torches do go out if placed or if you go underwater whilst holding it. So if you want to keep your torch, stay out of the water whilst holding it and break and replace every in-game day to prevent it from going out, because you can place it for a total of 48 in-game hours. And just basically cycling the torch's length of time it's burning. And I'm just gonna deposit my seeds into the farm, as I don't exactly have any use for them, but I will actually plant the parsnips as they use phosphorus instead of nitrogen, in which I can just explain the labels for the Oh, there's a rabbit trying to get into my farm. That's why I have a fence. But the labels for the fertilizing of the farm, P is phosphorus, N is nitrogen, and K is potassium. And basically, each crop has their own required fertilizer to grow the most effectively, and using the fertilizer on the ground doesn't instantly apply the fertilizer to the ground. It applies it in a effect that adds up over time, such as the bone meal that I put here is still fertilizing the ground, and it's currently got another 16.2% phosphorus left for it to mix into the soil. And harvesting my crops that are grown, and then just basically finishing up everything else left to do. A strange ball hit you. I don't exactly know any strange ball. I could try and search it up in the survival handbook, which I'm just gonna get inside my house before I do that. So it'd be under everything, and then there's drifters, and then there's bell. But oh, I think I know. You're probably underground right now when you got hit by it. If I am correct, then I think I know what it is. But it's not. There's drifters, and then there's something else. The drifters are basically like zombies. But there's also other things. I'm trying to remember what they're called. I think that they're just under here somewhere. I'm just gonna search for it because I really want... Okay, on the surface, then that means that it probably spawned in an underground cave, or it's starting to get dark. And drifters, specifically surface drifters, they spawn on the surface from rifts or in dark places, such as caves. Specifically, any open area on the surface, but I really just want to find the thing that I'm thinking about. I don't remember its name, but I know it spawns underground. And okay, locusts, the bronze locust and corrupt locust. This is what I was thinking about because they spawn underground and they spawn from locust nests, but the locust nests and the locusts drop more loot than the drifters, but they're also a bit harder to kill, especially stronger variants of them. But basically, don't really gotta worry about them until you start to go underground, as they just only spawn underground and in caves. But the drifters can spawn in basically any dark place. And just reorganizing my food stockpile. And that is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you for showing up, and thanks to anybody who watches the VOD. Thanks to anybody who watches this on YouTube. And until next time, farewell. Okay. Two drifters. Okay, so if it's nighttime, it's likely that it's a rift, but thank you for showing up and chatting. I hope you enjoy your time playing the game, and I'm gonna raid out now. Farewell, and I hope you have a great day. And also, happy Halloween. I myself personally don't really celebrate it, but my family celebrates it, and I don't know if you celebrate it, but happy Halloween, and have a great day. Farewell.